Hey everybody, it's Jimmy, and today I'm showing you how to ship like a pro. And by shipping, I mean shipping in boxes on USPS, UPS, or FedEx. And some things might surprise you in this video that maybe you've shipped for a long time and you don't even know those. So first things first, we're shipping in cardboard, and everybody's seen cardboard. But here's a few tips if you're shipping in cardboard. All right, if you've got a box and it's this big and you have something long that won't fit in there, this is what you do. You can take the side of the box, you crimp it in half, then you take the opposite side and crimp it in half. Now you've created a long box. Slice down where you crimped it, right here. And slice right here where you've crimped it. All right, now take it the long way, fold the flaps down, and then fold the other flaps this way. Now you've created a long box that you can now put your long item in. All right, the next tip might be a little obvious, but it might not be to some people. When you're taping a box and you're going across it with your tape, a lot of people just do one strand across. You've got it. I like to do like three. I like strong tape. If I had 3-inch tape, that's like the hack. But you've got your box. Now, when you close your box and you're done taping, you want to make sure your tape goes on to the other tape. Make sure your tape is overlapping onto the other tape. That will create a much stronger bond for your tape and hold your package together better. All of these work for whatever size box you're doing. Next thing, when you're shipping, you have to put in void fill. Obviously, people know bubble wrap, peanuts, packing paper. I really like using packing paper. All right? You put packing paper in there with your, say we're shipping this tape measure. You put it in there and you close this up. And think about when packages go through any of the carriers, they're dropping 4 to 6 feet. This is going to go, you hear that? It's getting smashed around. That's not going to do. You have to pack things in there so there's absolutely no movement. If there's no movement, the chances of it breaking go way down. So we're going to put a layer of this in, set our item with cushion, so if it falls, it's cushioned. And then we're packing this so there's actually pressure. A little bit more in there. Look at that. It's bulging right out. Press it down. Get that in there. No movement. That is going to get there safely. Here's the next tip. If you're not cutting down and resizing boxes, you're losing out on a lot of money. Packaging companies or carriers usually have up to a certain weight that it'll be cost whatever. But what they really care about is how big the package is. So sometimes I've had a package that cost, I packaged it up. It was big door panels for like a car. And I had it 1 inch, and it went from $120 up to, I think it was $450. 1 inch made that much of a difference because it went into a oversized package category. Now, if you go and if your package weighs more than $50 or more than 50 pounds, sorry, it's going to get hit with a fee, overweight fee. So you can see like $20 more if it goes over 50 pounds. If it's 51 pounds, you're getting hit with it. If it's 50 pounds and half an ounce, you're getting hit with an overweight charge for most carriers. But cut your boxes down. I'll show you how to do that quick. All right, we're going to use this box for instance. We're cutting the box down. Now this really helps when it's really big boxes, but here's what you're doing. You've got your item in there and say it's flat. Okay? This box, if it's not fragile, only needs to be like 3 or 4 inches tall. This one's 6. So what you're gonna do is you can come in at 1 inch with your razor knife or whatever knife you have, and then go straight across. Now I'm pretty good at this because I've been doing it so long, but now you've got a score and you're resizing your box that much. You do the same to the other side. Okay, we're gonna go down 1 inch, slice it, 1 inch, slice it. Remember, cut towards your buddy. The rule of thumb cutting. This doesn't have to be pretty either. All right, here's the real trick. You have your flaps. You have your flaps down now. I like to put all the packing material in there so you get a little bit of cushion. Get your flaps down. All right. Now you take your knife, run it right along. Okay. Fold it right in. All right. See how nicely that cut the size down? Go to the other side. Score it with your knife. The knife is resting on the flaps, making a nice straight line. Fold it over. You can ship it like that. That's what I usually do. Or you can take your knife right here like this and score it right along here. Bend that flap out. Finish the cut. Now your box will close with a perfect seam. The next thing that'll set you apart is people throw tape on. They throw tape on, you give it a little time and the tape is lifting off, wherever it's lifting off. That's what the bottom of this is made for. Take that, run it along your tape. You'll see this on brown corrugate much better of what happens. Here's a scrap piece of cardboard, I'll show you. You've simply just laid the tape on there like this. Doesn't look too special. Now we're gonna take the bottom of this and we're gonna smooth out the tape. Now you can see the actual lines of the cardboard fibers. That tape is stuck on there really, really well. Let's see how we can get it off. Okay, look at that. It's actually grabbing cardboard fibers. Let's just put one on without really taping it. Comes out barely any fibers on there. So use the butt of that gun, your tape gun, smooth it out. You get a lot more grip that way. The friction heats up the adhesive and it makes it stick a lot better. When you're packing things in a box, do not put them up against the walls of the box. You need to have space in there unless it's not fragile. Some things are not fragile. You don't have to put them in there. If I was actually shipping this tape measure, I would put this, I don't even care. It's not gonna get broken. But when you're doing fragile items, plastics, I sell a lot of car parts, the interior plastic can be brittle. You never want it to where a sudden jar or something like that, when it drops off that conveyor belt at UPS, the 6 feet, 4 feet, whatever it is, it hits on that corner just right and breaks it. You do not want that. So always pad around really well. The tip for shipping things that are super fragile is the box inside of box method. I have shipped a lot of really fragile glass that always gets there safely. Now with something like this, you're gonna spend a little bit more in shipping because it's heavier and usually I have to use a little bit bigger area. So I'll show you really quickly. Say this is filled with a valuable fragile part, something like this. Say this is with a little glass mirror in here or something like that. What you're gonna do is with void fill, you're going to fill the bottom and float this box inside of that with void fill. On the bottom, on the sides, on the ends, on the top. So this is completely floating. And in here, you have more protective material like bubble wrap or something around your fragiles. That will get there safely. I've done this with a lot of really valuable car parts, glass, when I was shipping just everything on eBay. We, at my job, were shipping jars, glass jars of things. It always gets there safely. Very, very, very rarely, unless a truck runs it over at UPS or FedEx, or, you know, some crazy scenario where it just gets crushed by an anvil that's inside of a box, it's gonna get there just fine. All right, those are my tips. Thanks for watching. If you got any tips, I need to know them because I'm shipping stuff all the time. So comment down below with your tips. And thanks for watching this video. We'll see you next time.